His vital signs started getting worse. His blood pressure started getting, lower. And he just kept amping it up, which is the exact opposite thing to do. Bottom line, the guy ended up dying. He ended up coding and dying. The nurse went back and falsified the records, made it seem like he'd been calling the attending the whole time and making it seem like he didn't, But everybody knew what he did. And the real shame there was that particular unit was just understaffed. They had an intern covering all the surgery patients on the floor, and that same intern was responsible for all of the ICU patients. They just weren't staffed. And because they weren't staffed, that nurse felt, empowered because they had been understaffed for so long, just to make independent decisions without, consulting anybody. So that one really upset me, and I actually they were supposed to have a meeting kind of to discuss, what they were going to do about it. And the meeting was basically like, okay, we're going to implement a checklist. I'm like, well, there is a checklist. There's a checklist already on when to call. They didn't do it. The nurse just didn't follow it. And I just sort of realized the whole point of the meeting was just kind of a cover your ass to say they did something, but they weren't going to make any real changes. And that's one of those issues, I mention it because that was actually specifically brought up in the little Mangione's manifesto.